Sonia with Junk Monkey Paint Company. Thanks for coming back to watch another vlog. I thought today I will get into the subject because I get this question often, and that is, how do you stay creative, Sonia? We see you paint pretty much daily. You're always being creative. You're always up to something, painting, designing, I don't know, always doing something. How do you always stay in that mode? And so I have to tell you that yes, there are days too that I am not in that mode. I'm just tired, where I just don't feel like picking up a paintbrush, you know? The idea of, getting down, doing lots of physical labor and all the work that goes into it, because you have heard me tell you that furniture painting is like a sport. It's funny, a lot of you guys watch me paint and then you start painting yourselves and you write it and you tell me, girl, I didn't realize how much work it was, right? Because yes, it does. There's a lot of elbow grease that goes into finishing furniture. And so some days you just don't feel like doing it. So when I'm going through a slump or I'm having a creative block, that could be something else as well, where you're just like, I just don't know what colors I want to use. I just don't know if I'm feeling it, that sort of thing. When those days come, I have pretty much three things that get me back into the mindset, get me back into my groove again. And today I'm gonna share them with you. Number one, I start to really look at the things around me. I mean, like really take notice. In fact, kind of like zoom out. This morning I was driving down a street and I was stopped at a stoplight. I looked up at the top of a building and there was a peak on the top of it, and I looked at the colors and it reminded me of Bahama Jade. It had a little bit of like, old tattered torn shingles that had a little bit of brown showing through, and then it had this like white base on it with this tower, kind of like a Rapunzel tower, and it was all distressed. And I looked at that and I'm like, that makes me want to paint, because I look at that color combo. Because sometimes it's just like, I just don't know what I want to do. I don't know what color I want to paint it, and you're feeling in that funk. Getting out and looking, and let me not just like focus on the thing in front of me or focus where I'm going to, but rather just kind of like open up and for a moment look around. There was a car that I came across, I think it was last summer, and I posted a picture as well, and I said, even when I look at this old rust bucket of a car, I get inspiration. I looked at it, I saw the colors of midnight blue, but in some places it had faded out and washed out, and then it kind of showed like a Liberty blue color coming through it. And then there was like, when I look at it, the rust to me symbolized like candy bar brown, and there was some black into it as well. And so when I look at that, I thought to myself, that'd be so beautiful if I were to paint a dresser and I just used Mother Nature's inspiration and I brought it over here and I put it on a piece of furniture, right? And use the colors that are in my life. Take a look at the sunset. Take a look at a flower up close. And like I say, this is the part of not just breezing by the flower, but literally taking time to smell, or in this case, taking time to really look at the flower and going, oh my gosh, what beautiful colors, right? And you see those, and a lot of times for me, that gives me inspiration because I see color combos. It makes me want to design something using the tools that I have to replicate something out there that Mother Nature has already done. Number two, when I am in a creative funk and I just need to pick it up and I want to get back into it, but I'm just not feeling it, then honestly, one of my biggest things that I love to do that just gets me feeling and thinking and planning, I take time to think about maybe things that I want to paint, pieces I want to try, upcycles, but I do it when I'm in the shower. Somehow when, water has a very healing quality. And yes, when you're in the shower and you're sitting under that stream of water, or you're standing under that stream of water, and it feels so good, it causes your mind to think. Anybody else out there, like you get like the greatest ideas in the shower? That is me, I kid you not. My best ideas come from the shower. And in fact, to say the word shower makes me want to go take one right now, just because I enjoy brainstorming, masterminding in your own head, having a business meeting with yourself, and just thinking about like what you want to do next. It's like alone time for yourself, right? You're in the shower and you can really think extra deep about stuff that you wanted to do or stuff that you haven't gotten to. Also, I find exercising, when I exercise when I'm on my bike, or if I'm taking like a run, or I'm on the treadmill, just out taking a walk in the evenings around the neighborhood, that is such a nice way to just clear your mind, right? sometimes we can try too hard. Like, you ever look at a piece and you're gonna go, I gotta do something with it, but what am I gonna do with it? And you're thinking too hard, and you're like, I've done good stuff before, but I can't think, like, what's something that I haven't used in a while, or I just don't know, I'm not feeling it. Taking yourself away from that situation, going and doing some physical exercise, like I said, even just taking a shower, that's not a whole lot of exercise, but you're changing your scene of things. You're changing the scenario that you're in, and you're changing the mind chatter that you have, right? And now you're doing something that is causing you to feel different ways. And a lot of times for me, that opens up, somehow it just opens up my mind to start thinking about all the things that I want to do. Oh yeah, that's right. I should totally do that with that piece. And it makes me feel creative again. So do something that you love, and you just might be pleasantly surprised that now you just came up with the very best idea, and you cannot wait to get back to your studio to go ahead and bring it to life. Number 3, yes, this is the third tip to stay motivated. And it might be, you're gonna hear me say this, and you're gonna be like, is that really a tip? Yeah, it is, okay? It's the truth. Sometimes, tip number 3, you just gotta do it, all right? So if you've tried step 1 and you've tried step 2 and you're still feeling like, you're just not there, then you know what? Sometimes you need to just go and force yourself to do something. Guys, you know I do a lot of live videos, right? And there are times that they're scheduled out, not even knowing how I'm gonna feel on that day. And maybe I'm scheduled for a live over on DIY with Home Talk, and I'm thinking to myself before I go live, wow, I wish I'd known how I was gonna feel. I would have moved it to a different day. But you know what? You suck it up, you put on your big girl panties, right? You do what you say what you're going to do, and you just get in it. And I've definitely learned that just doing it can make you feel better. And it's because I've been in situations where I'm doing, like, for example, 30 days of lives, and I'm tired by like day 5 or 6. But you know what? I stay at it. And I always know, because this is the truth, that even if before I paint this piece of furniture behind me that I'm feeling tired, that I guarantee you, once I hit the go live button and I start talking and hanging out with my friends and we're having a ball and we're just doing what we do, it's like you forget that you were tired, or maybe you didn't feel that good, or you just didn't feel like yourself, like you really wanted to paint that day, right? Picking up a paintbrush for me and just doing it when I reach that point, it always stirs up those inner emotions. Because the very fact that you're a painter or a creative of some sort, that is within you. You can't hide what's inside. And sometimes I know that if I just pick up a paintbrush and if I just get started, it is truly like my mind is telling me no, but once my body starts doing it, then it's like, oh yeah, remember, you like doing this. This is what you were made to do. You love it, remember? Then you're thankful that you actually got it done. Have you ever had a day where you're like, I don't want to do anything, but then somebody like prompts you or gets you going, you get out and you're like, I'm so thankful I got out today. It's kind of like that. You start, you remind your body why you love what you do. Kitty kitty, that's what you have to do. Tell them, yes, absolutely. You want to catch squirrels all day, don't you? I know you do. But do you ever have bad days, Stanley? It's only human nature to feel that way. Whether you work for yourself or whether you work for somebody else and they pay you every single week to do that job, yes, we have days where you go to yourself, oh, I wish I didn't have to go into work today. I wish that I didn't have to drive and get off the couch today. But you know what? You still do it, right? And then you get to work and you usually feel better once you get there and you get your day started. And it's the same sort of thing for us as creatives. And it's the same sort of thing, especially if we are doing what we do creatively for a living. We have the responsibility to show up, because if we don't show up for work, we're not going to have a job, just like in the real world. And even just thinking, 4th tip, just be thankful that you get to do what you do. Be thankful that you have the ability to create, to be able to pick up a paintbrush, to be able to do what you love, to have the tools, the supplies, you know, at arm's reach, to have a supportive person in your life that supports you when you want to go out and you want to buy more art supplies. The ability that we have to create is amazing. And I don't know about you, but if I did not have my creative outlet, I don't know what I would do. Boy, it would be a sad world. So those are my 3 top ways that I motivate myself, stay motivated, stay creative, get creative, and just keep on chugging along. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would do so right now. Hit the bell down below. It alerts you every single time I do another video upload. And I would love it if you would give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. What does creativity mean for you in your life? Could you imagine your life without it? That alone, once you've experienced the power, the therapy behind creativity, that alone should make us want to create daily in some form or another, or at least create regularly. What do you think? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.